So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the data-driven approach generally used in the quality assurance domain. I don't want to make this talk so boring, but I will try to relate it within a logical example so that the people who are not related to this domain can also understand what I'm talking about. If I start with a very generic term, the quality is something is that the amount of confirmation with anything. Let's say that if you heard this term, the quality, what comes into your mind? If I talk about food, if I say the apple is of the good quality, which means that the apple is having a great taste, good shape, red in color, and almost a juicy juice inside it, we can consider it a good quality. In fact, if I compare it with some of the bad apple, I would say that the apple is not of a good quality. And this is what we are talk about whenever we say the word quality, which means that it is meeting the standards. Now, standard can be anything. Let's say maybe for me that apple is of a good quality, but at the same time there is another person who didn't like the red apple and he wanted to get the green one and he wanted to get some savory flavor. So I believe that the same apple that is a good quality for you might be then not as good as for that person. Here, now the another concept comes into the picture which says that the quality is subjective. I say yeah, it could be because it is vary from person to person. A same phone with the same brand, with the same structure, manufactured in the same batch, might have a different quality. Or in fact, if I talk only about the devices, there is a phone. The one phone has the same feature, and another device manufacturer also provides the same feature. Still, you prefer one with the another because you feel that the another one has a better quality or the better feature or the brand name, and that is what makes the quality more subjective in the general term. But here I'm not talking about the generic quality terminology. I'm talking about the quality assurance department or the function in the BPO industry, where what happened that whenever or every tickets that has been processed by the BPO, that is the business process outsourcing, being checked by the respective QAs, the quality auditor, to ensure that the amount that they are the level of work that they are producing is being processed at the acceptable level. And this is what the quality assurance do. And apart from that, it proactively check that if there is a defect or if there is an opportunity, that they can flag up early so that they can prevent anything that will go uncontrollably incorrectly. So that is one of the, I believe, the job of the quality assurance. It assures that the quality is being continuously delivered and also ensure that the customer at the end of the system will are getting the proper balance of the information. Now, many times we, if you have directly worked in the BPO sector or the BPO function, you may see the fluctuation in the quality dashboards. The dashboard sometimes reports the number green or red, and this happen on a weekly, daily, or on a monthly basis. Many people get so concerned about why the numbers are fluctuating. Many people take decision based on just looking at the numbers, colors, where it's a red, orange, green. But now, let's say that if our decisioning are just based on the numeric value and we are not digging it deep and finding out the what exactly causing that symptom, I believe that that is something a very big blunder that we are doing, and we are not checking the root behind it. The symptoms are visible, the numbers are draw, but numbers are red. But what exactly the stories those numbers tell? What changed differently, and what was the impact that was visible on the dashboard that made it red? It could be because of various reasons and the factor that can impacting that score, starting from the fact that there are the graders who are grading the contact, might be they are grading it differently, whereas there is a policy change or the new updates from the client end which is creating that major defect, or kind of a knowledge transfer was not done appropriately, due to which the team members or the agents are taking the policies are not enforced when they have to do it. The another important concept is that might be the appropriate training was not done for the people who are supposed to do, or the new hire batches that is recently been added to the system, and being they are new, they are making a lot of mistakes because of the lack of support available from the SME side. This all concept can create a low quality score. Now, if we are only taking a decision based on the information that I have shared with you, again you are making a big blunder here. Again, this this is the initial kind of investigation that I have shared with you. The another thing that you have to go down is to check the data is something can help you for every time. And I being in a quality domain, I would rather suggest you that always take a data driven decision. If you are being logical with the data, then it is something that you are going to take an actionable insights, and instead of doing inactionable insight, if you perform a vague information, then you are not going to deliver better results. Well, uh, many times people react emotionally. They say that okay, the score went down because of the individual error, but we are not checking it down that from where the individual error are occurring. What is the major fault that we have made over there? Why the guardrails were not there? If we uh, proactively known that there were impact about to happen, and still why it is happened. So these are the common question that anyone can ask or reach out to you when you know that these are the specific problems, and finally what you are doing to improve them up. Now let's say that you have already done everything, you already wanted to ensure that these are the critical areas that you need to focus on or work on. Well, when we started it up, we wanted to know that what is the function, how the impact analysis will work, what is the cause and impact things, what is the Pareto analysis, because these are the QC tools that play a key important role, and every tool has their own function and own responsibility. And we always have to start with the Pareto, because once we collect the data and we know that what are the top opportunity driver, the Pareto analysis can help us to find out the key contributor which are having a top impact. We call it a vital fuse, and these vital fuse are the one we have to attack on first. Once we will do it, we will get the great result based on the impact and effort metrics. Here we have to put the less effort, and we are going to get a more impact. Almost you can say that it is close to 80-20, which means that 20% of the problem can creating the 80% of the score dent. Now once we have this impact metric, then we have to check up the graders variance, which means that the are all the graders are equally matching the standard or the source of truth, whether there is an alignment between them or misalignment. Now let's say that there is a misalignment and there is a problems, and there is a opportunity for those graders for not being on the same page, and that is where we have to come into the picture with the tools like calibration, which help them to bring on the same page, where we dig deep dive, where we dig deep dive and find out that what exactly causing the problems and issues. And once we known that yeah, these are the areas where we need to work on, then we have to prioritize that to make sure that every grader be on the same page, and that is something again a non-negotiable in the quality terminologies. And once we have it done, then again the third important aspect will come into the picture is personalized coaching. Every case is different, every contact is different, every human being is different, and what we need to do over there is to make a tailored feedback plan. Not everyone will likely to accept the mistakes, or not everyone is try to understand the situation. For them it is a minor error, but for talking about the collectively as a process wise or the account wise, it could lead to a big dent or big impact, and that is what we need to educate and understand them. One defect, one opportunity, this looks very normal, but if 40 people do the similar kind of mistake, the dent reaches the top. And here there is no repeat outlier, there is the individual opportunities that we are working on. Well, finally, that what we wanted to have here over here is that there is a big blunder and the big problems that we are chasing up, and which require a focused attention and the detailed analysis and attention to details. And these are the skills that are going to help us. And for us, for me specifically, the quality is not something which a one-time achievement. What I believe is that quality is a discipline of continuous improvement. And what I wanted is to keep this particular thing in the lieu and want and ensure that everyone follow the same discipline. And with the help of the continuous effort and the direct alignment between or the collaboration between the quality and the operation team will give you the fruitful result. And that is what we have noticed over here. And in this forum, I wanted to share the names of the people who have done very great job, and obviously appreciate everyone's hard work. And there is a contribution, there is a cumulative contribution from everyone, and which gave us the better result. And that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.